You don't need pistons or complex redstone to make a really awesome and very clever elevator. If you are playing in Minecraft 1.8 or below, this thing is absolutely perfect for you. It is an elevator made out of a boat, and it's really simple redstone, and we're going to do it right now. Don't go anywhere. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening and good night, and welcome to another redstone tutorial from me, Avomance. This is a really simple redstone tutorial. We are going to make a boat elevator. It works really well as long as you are in Minecraft 1.8.9 or below. If you're playing 1.9 or above, this ain't going to work. So please don't tell me in the comments, Avo, this don't work, I'm playing 1.11. I know. Unfortunately, Microsoft have messed things about, and they have said that from 1.9, if a boat gets full of water, it's going to sink. Now, I appreciate that real world physics do work like that, but frankly, if I can kill a dragon using a bow and arrow and make blocks appear in the air without having anything to hold on to them, real world physics really shouldn't apply. And I think Microsoft, come on, don't ruin the game. Make sure that you make this in 1.12 fixed. That would be absolutely amazing. Anyway, if you like the video, please do make sure you hit the like button. That would be awesome. And I would love your comments on whether or not you think Microsoft have messed about with the physics of Minecraft by making these boats sink. It's horrible. I don't like it. Please get rid of the oars as well, because I'm having a soapbox moment, people. Every now and again I have a bit of a soapbox moment, and this is one of them. Microsoft, you've ruined it. Stop it. Right now, immediately, get Notch back, all of those things. Anyway, moving on, stop it. I've gone mad. Let's just get on with this tutorial, for goodness sake. A lot of these blocks are completely optional, but some of them are not. What I'm using for my build, and it'll be clear what's optional and what's not as we go through, is a boat, load of dispensers, two different colour walls, simply so as I can separate the two circuits at the back. You just need to have a conductive block here. It could be whatever you wanted. So I've got magenta wall and yellow wall, some glass panes, really important it's panes and not blocks, redstone torches, a redstone repeater, a redstone comparator, only one of each of those, some redstone, some slabs and bricks. Now these can be anything, don't have to be stone bricks and slabs, they can be any block that you want to have your building made out of. Also some stairs, just again to make it look a little bit pretty. You don't have to have stairs. Dropper, a hopper, water buckets, redstone lamps, some signs, buttons, and then some stuff again to make it look pretty. And you also need one block to shove in your hopper a little bit later on. Let's get on with the build. One of the things I love about this particular build is you don't need a lot of space. You just need to make yourself two relatively small squares. The bottom one is 5 by 5, you can see that's blue, and the top one is 3 by 3, and you can see that's red. It's dead easy, and it's only one block deep, so let's get on with it. First off, we are going to look at the redstone section. Now this section is coloured red. That's why I made it red, because it's redstone. Makes sense, right? So we're going to stick a piece of redstone on there, and then we're going to get on top of that redstone, literally directly on top of it, we're going to put a redstone lamp. Yep, seriously, a redstone lamp. Now we have two separate circuits at the back here, so I'm just going to call them yellow and magenta. You don't have to use yellow and magenta wall, you can literally use any wall that you would like, or any other conductive block for that matter. But first off, we are going to make our yellow circuit, and the way we're going to do that is we're going to build a tower, not including this bottom one, of as many kind of as high as you want that particular elevator to go. So I'm going to just make this 12 just because I can. If you want to make it 100, go for it as high as you want. The sky literally is the limit on this, so we're going to go up 12. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. So you can see there we've got a tower of 12 plus the bottom one, so 13 in total. And then we're going to come off the side. So not the bottom one, we're going to leave a gap underneath there, and we're going to come off the side, and then one up, come off the side, one up, come off the side, all the way to the top, creating kind of that steppy motion. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete that bit there. So can you guess what we're doing? We are creating what is going to be a tower of redstone power. It's a tower of power, and inside here we are going to stick a redstone torch on the side all the way up like that, and then on the inside here we're going to do exactly the same thing. So each one of these wall blocks is now powered, and the one under there as well. So there you go. So you can see the redstone lamp did come on for a little bit and then it turned off. because we switched off that torch by powering that block. Really, really quite simple, right? So then we're going to get our second circuit. So this is a magenta circuit. So I'm going to create a little L shape of magenta there. And then I'm going to get my repeater. And I'm going to point the repeater into that there. So that's going to go into that particular redstone lamp right there. So you should have something that looks not dissimilar to that, but it can be as high as you want it to be. So we've done that little bit of circuit, and we're now going to come around here to the front bit, the non-redstone bit if you like, and we're going to start to just build a bit of a frame. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along that with our structure block. Whatever that structure block is going to be, it doesn't matter. And then we're going to go all the way up to the top here, and then one above your tower of circuitry, come across and then come down, all the way down, not right there, come all the way down until you are one above that redstone lamp. So not there, but there. Then get yourself stairs. I'm just going to use cobblestone stairs simply because I can. It's my build, I'll use what I want. But any set of stairs, and stick the set of stairs there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get a load of dispensers, not droppers, dispensers. It's really important that they are dispensers, and we're going to put a dispenser on every one of these, a full tower of dispensers. Remember, if you're going to put a dispenser on top of another dispenser, you need to go into crouch, which is always fun when you're in creative because you've got to press up as well as crouch at the same time, all the way to the top, in exactly like that. Okay, so we're happy with that, and now we're going to come back around the back and start to build up a little bit more circuitry. We are going to work on the magenta circuit now. Yeah, it's really close to the yellow one, but it's magenta, and this is why we're going to make it a different colour so we can tell the absolute difference of it. So what we're going to do is on this top corner here, we're going to stick a redstone lamp. So you can see we've gone around the top frame, and on the top of that we've got a redstone lamp, and then on the back of that redstone lamp we're going to get a dropper, not a dispenser, a dropper, and stick it on the back facing out towards you. You then need to go and get yourself a hopper, get into crouch, which is again hard when you're floating, and shoot the hopper into the dropper. So you can see that is pointing into that dropper there. You then want to get a half slab, and the reason you're getting a half slab is because you don't want to be cutting off any redstone signal, and you're going to come across two like that. Then come to the side, and you want to get a comparator coming out of the dropper. So comparator there, it's coming out of the dropper. So the two spokes are closest to the hopper, and the one spoke is furthest away from the hopper, and then that needs to feed into your conductive block. So this is where it becomes a magenta circuit. Oh no, I don't want to turn it on. I want to crouch and stick it on there, and then on the side of that we are going to stick a redstone torch, just like that. So you can see we've got something that looks very much like that, but we need to connect that bit of the magenta circuit to this bit of the magenta circuit, and the best way to do that is to tower up all the way up here until we come level or one underneath that redstone right there. So you can see we've got a dead easy circuit, and we're just going to make this into a very simple circuit right now. So now we've got to create this tower so it's actually working, so it actually transmits the power. So we're going to take off that top one, we're going to stick a little bit of redstone on it, and then to the side we're going to put a redstone torch. That's going to turn that torch off. Then we put one gap and then a block on the side of it there, and we're going to delete that, and that. So we deleted 3. On top of that we're going to stick a bit of redstone dust, and on the side of that we're going to put a torch. So you can see we've got dust, torch, dust, torch. Then on top of this we're going to put more dust. We're going to put a torch on the side. It's going to turn the torch off because the dust is active, because that torch is active. Then we're going to come down 1, 2. We're going to stick a block on the side of that. Delete 1, 2, 3. Redstone on top and a torch on the side. You can see it's really starting to come very simply together for you. Then we need to put redstone on top of that. That's active again because that torch is active. A redstone torch on the side of that, and delete that because we don't want that. And then we stick another block on the side here. And we can get rid of both of those blocks because we don't need them. So you can see that that torch now will power a redstone that is on top of that. When that torch is on, it will power that redstone. That redstone then will power that redstone. And that redstone will power that repeater, which will power that block there, which also happens to be a lamp, which will power that torch there, which will turn off that torch, and etc, etc, etc. So you've got a completed circuit. Now, one point that is worth making here is that if you've got a different number of dispensers, if you've got a higher elevator, if you like, it might not work exactly in this format. You just need to keep coming down, far down, all the way to the bottom, and then link up this block here somehow. Now that might be that you've got to link it up so as there is a redstone torch there, for example, and that will fire it. That could be what you've got to do. It just depends on how many you've got in that tower block. But if you've done 12, the same as me, then that will work perfectly. So just be aware that you might need to change ever so slightly that bit at the back, and it'll be really obvious what it is you've got to do. All you've got to be able to do is power that piece of redstone that I'm pointing to right now. Now come back round to the front, and what we're going to do is we are going to start to create the non-redstoney bit. So the redstoney bit isn't quite finished, but the non-redstoney bit is not even started. So make yourself a frame out of whatever block you want. I'm just using these spruce wood planks because I like the way they look. And then we're going to fill up this here with water. So just the best way to fill up any square is to go diagonally, and then you end up with a completely flat and still piece of water. You can see that there, that's really brilliant. And then we're going to get glass panes. It's really important this is glass pane, and we're going to put a glass pane in the front there, but then we've got to come around the side, stick it so as it comes over the water, and delete that first one. Then same at the side here, put a glass pane there, stick it so as it comes over the water, and delete that first one. Then a glass pane here, stick it so as it comes over the water, and block it off there. Then we're going to connect that to there. That's going to connect to there, and we're going to kind of create a glass case all the way around, not there, all the way around like this. So as we're building the body, if you like, of this particular elevator section. Then we put another one there, and that's now going to connect to that block. Come all the way around like that, and then one more. So it's building a really nice looking case, but then we need to remove that and that. Just those two, don't remove any more. And then we're going to come up to the top and basically build glass all the way to the top, except I can't control it, level to the last dispenser. Don't go above it, just level to the last dispenser, and come all the way down exactly in the same way. And then we're going to complete the box on both sides and the front so as it's completely encased, and we're going to do that right the way to the top. Once that is complete, we want to be getting some half slabs, and we're going to stick these half slabs on top of the glass right along here, so all the way along, edge that glass around there and there, and then you can see we've got a 2 wide hole, and in this one, the one above the dispensers, we want to be filling up half slab there. So all we've got is a 1 square hole right at the top, and then come back down, and the next bit we're going to do is we are going to get some signs, and the sign is number 4. There we go. Right, so we're going to come in here and we're going to stick a sign on the middle section of each of these panes as we go up. We don't want it there because that will be in the way and it will get in the way of the dispenser, but we want a sign there and a sign there, and let's go down a bit, a sign there, and we're going to stick a sign on every single pane so there's nothing missing. It's really important that you get every single one, because if you miss one, there is a better than average chance that this ain't going to work. So these are actually, whilst only signs are integral and hugely important to the functioning of this particular elevator. Now if you've done this 100 blocks high, you're going to need 100 signs. Very, very simple, right? So, and then what we're going to do, coming in here, we need to put a bucket of water into each of these dispensers. So right click, stick your bucket of water right in the middle of that, and you're going to do that with each of the dispensers. I'll be back when that's finished. Now all that water is full. We are going to get ourselves a boat. Now this is the important bit. This is the bit that doesn't work after Minecraft 1.9. If you do this in 1.9 or 1.10 or 1.11, it is going to sink. And this is rubbish. Now they have ruined Minecraft by making boats sink in this way, but if you're playing 1.8 or below, this is going to work beautifully, and who knows, maybe 1.12 they will fix it. So what we're going to do first is we need to get ourselves a button and pop a button on that lamp there. Then we're going to get ourselves a boat, and we're going to sit in our boat, and we're going to hit the button, and we're going to shoot straight up. Watch this, bang, straight up. And you can see we're going up the glass elevator. We can see all around, all the kinds of things. And then we're outside. And if we click the left shift, and out we go. We are out of that boat. And then we can fiddle around on whatever this layer is here. And get another button on there when we're ready to go back down. Get back into the boat. Click the button. Wait a couple of secs. And all the water goes and we fall, boom, express down to the bottom, but we float, which is what happens in 1.8 or below. The boat actually floats, and we can get out simply by pressing left shift again, and that boat is not going to break. If you're 120 blocks up, that boat is still not going to break. It's absolutely brilliant. So now what we need to do is basically build up around this other area, because we've got only really half of a building, haven't we? So let's get ourselves some more stone brick. And we're going to build up all the way up to the top. We kind of only really half finished this building part. And then similarly, we're going to come down and put just another bit of wall around here. So that looks like that. So that just looks a little bit more finished off from the front. I think that looks pretty good. And now we just need to make it look really pretty. And there we have it. And remember, you can decorate this any way you want. I've just made it really, really simple with a bit of a floor at the top there. But you can do all sorts with this. I have absolutely no doubt whatsoever you'll do it brilliantly. It's all blocked off at the back because none of that redstone needs to be accessible. It is dead easy. And I think you could do an awesome job of it. Now remember, this works in 1.8 or below. 1.9 onwards, this thing ain't going to work. Your boat is going to sink. So don't put in the comments, oi, this doesn't work in 1.9, because I already know. If you've enjoyed the video, please do make sure you leave me a like. It would be awesome to see that you're enjoying these things, and maybe watch some of the other videos too. There's bound to be some linking in all through this video, because I like to put those links in for you to find more videos. Also, make sure you hit the sub button. It'd be awesome to see you in my sub club, and hit the notifications bell, because if you hit that notifications bell, I know that you are never going to miss any more of my videos, because that would be a disaster for everybody involved. Brilliant. I'll look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.